Hello everybody and welcome to Season 5 of the MediaPurchaseGuide.com.
That's right. So we're going to get straight over to it. If you've been watching our last video, you did see we got an Aver Media Game Capture card. We did get a brand new one, the Elgato Game Capture HD, which we want to do a direct comparo and see what they're like. But first,
let's get to the unboxing, but I also want to let you guys know while I'm cutting this plastic off, this is quote-unquote the competitor or the upgraded version of the Aver Media. Now, only time will tell, but the only way to tell is to open the box. So let's go ahead and see what's inside this. Now, the retail on this is about what, $179?
It does depend where you go. You're looking at least $179, so it's not cheap, but it's not terribly expensive either.
And very nicely boxed, I have to say.
Wow.
So let's go ahead and do a quick overview of the box and show you what exactly is on the front. Obviously, the Game Capture HD high definition. This does do up to 1080p. And on the top here, it just shows basically the ports. You have AVN and HDMI. So it does run under HDMI ports. The Elgato, and of course your information on the bottom, including your serial number. And on the back here, I'm going to actually let Nexus go ahead and give it a read here, and let you guys see what is on the back.
That's right. So the first thing you'll see on here, just kind of, obviously it's just a lot of promoing and stuff like that, showing you it's supposed to have very easy, very basic hookup, HDMI in, HDMI out, except for PS3 where you have a separate cable. And it just goes through a lot of the information on here. You've got, of course, full 1080p because it is using HDMI. It tells you about the different interfaces, the system compatibilities, things like that. A couple things to note, it does work with Windows 7 and Windows 8, but we'll kind of test that out in the future. And it also works with Mac.
And one of the big things I want to point out here is the system requirements, because this can pose to be a problem for some people if you don't have the requirements. So the system requirements are Mac OS 10.7 or later, 2 gigahertz Intel Core Duo CPU, so a lot of times that's going to be a lot of the higher end Macs, especially with the 4 GB of RAM as well. So keep that in mind, Mac users. As for PCs, we have 7.2 gigahertz dual core CPU sound card, and pretty much the 4 GB of RAM and 2 gigahertz Intel Core. You'll pretty much standard on any PC nowadays. That's right. So that's important to keep in mind, more specifically for the Mac users than the PCs.
That's right. I mean, this does require a little bit of processing power, so yeah, definitely keep that in mind.
And that's also because you're going to be hooking it up to your computer and running it through your computer at the same time. So the Aver Media actually hooks up to the system and records into the Aver Media itself, where this actually runs through your computer while you need the specs. That's right. Very, very nice boxing. I feel like I'm opening up one of those candy boxes,
yeah,
exactly. With chocolate or whatever it is inside.
Yeah, it's definitely well packaged. There's no question about that. Actually, let's open up in here first, and we'll see that's it's actually nothing in here. It's just a little get started.
I hate when you get that. When you open a box, you're like, "What's in this compartment?"
It says "get started." Look, maybe it teased me. But
or you get the ones with nothing actually in it, and this is "get started," and you open it and you go, "Oh wait, there's more paper."
Over here, you'll see, if you guys look, it does show you PlayStation 3 and Xbox hookups. So a pretty important card, but basic.
Now, important to keep in mind as well for those of you new and more relevant Wii U owners, I don't want to say more relevant, that's not the right word, more recent system console Wii U, this will work because it does use the HDMI. As well to note for the Aver Media guys, that does also work with the Wii U because it supports the older components. So you can use that. And this is actually very nice, very small. So it's nice because...
Look at that. That is nice.
You can throw this in your pocket and you can take it to your friend's house and you can do some recording. Or you can, it's easy for transportation, leave it at your house and do recording. Bottom line is, with it being so small, it really is convenient and nicely packaged. I'm going to let Nexus take it away here for a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, so one thing to point out with this versus something, for example, like the Aver Media, is because it can be so small, simply because you don't have to worry about anything else. You just have your HDMI. And if you notice here, this is for PS3s because Blu-rays do have a lot of copy protection and so on, so you can't really use a PS3 with this. But you can use, with this cable, it's supposed to HDMI, but for Xbox or anything else, Wii, anything like that, you definitely can use that. And this is your USB hookup because this hooks up to the computer and you do your recording and your information and your software. Everything runs directly on the computer.
Exactly. Now, I just want to give you guys a size comparison to the Aver Media here. So that is the Elgato, and this is the Aver Media.
Look at that.
So that is, let's just give it a perspective here. So it's about
2.5 times smaller.
2.5 times smaller. Same width, or same length, not same width. Width-wise, it's about maybe a couple inches bigger. But anyways, you can definitely see even the thickness as well.
Look at that.
Everything about it is so much smaller versus the Aver Media. So that's it for the actual console unit itself. Let's see what else is packaged in here.
Now, the good thing with this is it's supposed to come with a lot of the cables. If you look here, there's that PlayStation cable, I believe. Let's see the connector. Yep, this is the PlayStation cable here. So you see that's where it connects into the Aver Media. And that's the cable over there.
And of course, here you have your HDMI cord. This is going to be crucially important for you guys. Now, this is nice as well because it supplies it inside the box. You guys don't have to buy another HDMI cable. It's going to come with the one here for the Elgato itself. And then, of course, you can just run your HDMI running from your system, provided that you are using the HDMI input or output.
Now, Daddy, here's an interesting thing that even when I was talking with everyone when I reviewed this, I didn't find out. This actually comes with a component hookup.
And that's nice for exactly if you have a component set up, right?
Yeah, if, for example, for any of those people who are playing the original Wii, sorry, then you can actually use this.
Exactly, and this is going to be a micro USB to standard USB, and I have to imagine this is going to be for hooking up to your computer, just to do your having everything properly work and whatnot. And what's nice about having it hooked to your computer is you can see what you're recording when you're recording. So that's going to make it so much easier for you guys when you're going to be doing your game recording and whatnot. But that's pretty much everything for the boxing. Nicely packaged, the Elgato Game Capture HD, and of course we did a little bit of a comparison to the Avery Media. Shout out to Avery Media for that one there. Season 5 opener, guys.
That's right, that's right. Keep watching. We are going to be doing some other things. Like I said, we are promising a comparo vid, so we're going to compare the two and see which one is the better bang for the buck. Obviously, the Avery Media is a little bit cheaper, but it's harder to find right now. But the Elgato promises a lot more features. We'll see what it offers.
Exactly. We have some great things coming for you guys in Season 5. We have a lot of contests. Make sure you join, become part of the community, subscribe, leave some comments down below. You guys don't realize it, but the simple task of hitting a like button gives us so much more. It allows us to get our hands on the different products for you guys, and your views, your support, and also to be able to continue to grow as a company. Make sure to check us out on the web. That is themediapurchaseguide.com.
That's right. And after the video here, you're going to see a list for all our other channels, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Make sure to check us out on there as well. We always have lots of information going out.
Thank you very much again, guys. This has been a pleasure. See you guys in the Season 5, and we will catch you guys on the next episode.
That's right. That's right.